Yeah.
No, because Adam is a podcaster as well. So he's kind of dipping into two different worlds in porn and podcasting, even hip hop. And
so his background is podcasting and then he got with his partner and she's in porn. And
And so they started making porn together, and it was kind of seen as like, it's a bit weird for a podcaster to do this, but fair play to you. Like, you're getting all these women, and then out of nowhere. So he kind of, I imagine, had some pats on the back. And then when he decides to let her do her thing, a lot of the hip hop guys, the podcast guys, like, you
I can totally see it. You went from being on the top of the hill and getting all this pussy to being now like, oh, well, your girl's going out and getting other dick. So he like I feel like in their eyes, maybe he like fell off the top of the mountain type situation. Is that like what
and I think he handled it as best as anyone can by leaning into it and getting and making more jokes than anyone else did. Yeah. So like he's tweeting out like, if you really love your wife, you should let her fuck other guys.
Yes, and that's what I was gonna. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I actually would much rather hang out with that guy than anybody else, because at least he's letting her do whatever she wants, like safely.
I personally didn't find it a big deal because it's not like, look, if one of my mates privately was like, yeah, she's got a fella coming around this weekend, like I'd be like, what? But it's Adam 22, like it's what he does. He's in the porn game, but he quite geniusly played on the taboo of cuckolding and all of this sort of stuff, and then whipped up the shitstorm. And I think even the wedding photos went out like a month before. So he's like, oh, I'm going to drop these wedding photos. And it looked like a beautiful wedding. The most perfect wedding. And then you've got her bending over a month later. So I do feel like maybe this was a bit of a genius. I mean, we're talking about it right now, right? And he made a shitload of money. But that's why I wanted to ask you guys, like, whether you'd consider doing something similar, because it just broke the internet, you know, and everyone knows you guys as this couple now.
I've never been one to, I don't know. I don't know if this is true because I don't know enough about the story, but I don't know if this is like a play to make a bunch of money.